Tech Matt, Auto Tech Matt. Matt's your own auto. Doesn't matter how you follow us, it's me. But Alien Space Savers, you see it, I got more in, as you see in the beginning of the video. Was doing a little configuration, if you would. Getting them all lined up. Getting ready to throw on some, I guess they're end link or addition links. Just put these on the end of the rail, on the end of both your rails, and it'll link them together. Make one solid rail. And they have some pretty sweet little end caps here. Not sure if you can see them. They're pretty nice. They have a small little backing, plastic backing plate, if you would. They just slip right over the end of them. I don't know if you can see them, but they protect the end of the rod from scratching your toolbox. This would be your outside end with the little square looking part versus this side. Just like that, it covers the end of the rod. It's a little less than flush, which keeps it away from the edge of your box. It's not scratching your box. That is it's a really nice addition, Mike. I like them. Big shout out to Mike with Alien Space Savers for sending me these few things that he did with my order to test them out. And we did test them out behind the scenes, as you know, you didn't see. And they're great. But I really wanted to, right there is 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27 millimeter on a 1/2 inch rail. They have some flexibility. And if you know Snap-on, you know the weight of these here sockets, so. I'm going to go ahead and slide them in close. Might be a pain to get behind that 22. I could probably fit that in there. Another nice thing I love about Alien Space Savers versus your standard rack or post socket holder is once they're on them posts and you're tied up against the back of your toolbox, you can't get them out. These aren't all the way back there yet. I am going to slide them back, but so far I haven't had much of a problem other than when you pull them up, it will touch the top of your box still, but it's not impossible to get them out. Where them you have to slide it, as you know, like 4 inches to get it off. These you don't, so you do actually kind of use every little square inch of your toolbox. Man, these are stiff. I don't know if we'll be able to get her on there. Guess it'd help if we lined them up a bit, huh? Might have to pull it out. Might just have to pull them out. Probably shouldn't, but by the way, guys, don't spend the money on Snap-on. These Icon soft face dead blows, they're gnarly. I've had this one for about a year and it's holding up great. It is a bit mushroom because I do beat on the bottom of the motor decks with it. But I have nothing to complain about the Snap or the Icon line. Yeah. Well, it's on. Oh, that one didn't fit out so well. Huh, that one's on now too. They are pretty stiff, which tells me, well, tells me they're more than likely going to stay together pretty darn nice. Not that I'd ever have to lift this whole rail out. If I did, I surely wouldn't be trying to lift it out from one end or the other. Yeah, so far so good, guys. Honestly, I ain't gonna complain. Your sockets will still sit right over them little attachments there. Never bother them one bit. And I now have, well, if I move them SAE sockets, I will have room to bring my 29 to 38 millimeter, which would complete that set. I just got to get the 28 and the 37, which I have the 37 Tecton on order from Amazon. It's like 17 bucks. You can't beat it. 37 is my 1.5 inches for all of my tractor equipment needs, but that's besides the point. And then 28 is we don't have 28, and I've needed that a few times. I actually had to get the adjustable out to 28 millimeter. But there you see it, Alien Space Savers. I love them. I got rails here and there and everywhere that I, configure for random things like such. Yeah, just like that. I use Alien Space Savers for damn near everything in my box. They're nice. Some SAE and SAE Allens, Cummins flywheel turning socket, etc. I have the slightest of an issue with Alien Space Savers, and I've been using them for a while. If you don't, and if you haven't, I suggest liking and subscribing and following us, and you'll see what the roll cart looks like. My wrench drawer, ratchet drawer, socket drawer, etc. They're loaded with Alien Space Savers, and we're slowly moving on. We got another 3/8 and 1/4 inch rail here. I'm honestly not sure what we're going to do with the 1/4 inch, but the 3/8 I was going to use to put my turbo or twist sockets from Blue Point and my fairly new Icon triple squares that are all 3/8 drive from M4 to M18 with 14, 16, and 18 security. I think I'm going to put all of them on 1/3/8 rail. And as you see, we got a lot more to order, but with Alien Space Savers, you do save a good bit of space. Save time looking for your stuff. I mean, if you're a newer mechanic, it is nice to look at your socket rail and know what socket you're grabbing, because the numbers, as you see on the SAE side, if you can see there, you can see your numbers, 1/2 inch all the way up to 1.25 inches. Just another thing I hate about the posted socket rails. If it's not exactly on that post, it don't slide all the way down, and I've shut my box a few times with them sitting up on the post like that and just snapped them right off. But Hanson Global, typically you can get them off the Snap-on truck, so it's a lifetime warranty. Or you just go ahead and buy the Snap-on ones, and either way, it's a lifetime warranty off the truck. Really? That's besides the point. This is my upgrade from the posted socket holders, which I do like, but once you get used to your sockets and know what you're working with and grabbing, there's 10 to 27 millimeter, no skips whatsoever, so I know what I'm grabbing when I go to grab it. 10 to 24 in front of it for the Astro low profiles, and they do match up if they're sliding down to the end. So I know exactly where I'm going. Right there's 24. Right behind it, 24. So, once again, go give them a checking out. I don't think I have a valid discount code, but we'll see if we can get one posted up for you guys. Until then, I highly suggest giving these guys a checking out. If you're on the fence like I was the first time, go ahead and get yourself a 3-piece socket set, socket organizer set, and get yourself a 3-piece wrench organizer set. That usually does all your standard sets. I believe 3/8 will get you from 8 to 19 millimeter. 1/4 inch will get you like 4 to 15, I think, with your half sizes. And your 1/2 inch rails come with 10 organizers, which holds 20 sockets, and that is your typical 10 to 19 millimeter, deep and shallow. Yes, I have a slight additional set, which when I bought my 1/2 inch, it was 10 to 24, and I bought 25, 26, and 27, as at the time I really needed them working on some equipment, so I got them in right away. Use them, still use them. Until then, and until further ado, we will be doing more of a review on this stuff then, because I have some additional rails Mike sent me, as he knew I needed some to extend my wrench and socket organizers in the other drawer, but he also gave me some little attachments, so that way you can attach your socket rails together. Whether you do or don't like that idea, I'm in love with it, because when you have your 1/4 inch and 3/8, like I do in my roll cart, pretty much side by side, this here keeps, say the 3/8 is back here, and this is the front rail in the shallow section. I can use these little black tabs, adapters, slap them on there, and lock the 3/8 and 1/4 inch together, and there's still enough room in between that you can grab your sockets without any faulty problems. Until then, we will be having and hoping y'all stay tuned for more. And if you liked it, go check them out. I mean, it's a small business owned by mechanics, if I'm not mistaken. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. But small business. I'm a small business. As you can see, I'm a one-man band. So I really appreciate and like to support people that support me, and just support other small businesses in general. Alien Space Savers, you see, it went from that little rail, tray, whatever, to that. In my opinion, it's much more nicer having them all in one straight line than having them all in one line like they were with a bunch of miscellaneous sockets at the end. Alien Space Savers allowed me to extend my socket collection without having to buy or customize or get a couple different trays and chop them down and piece them together. You just buy the set from Alien Space Savers like such, and you can connect them together like you see me do, and there you go. At one point in time, or in the near future should I say, this will go all the way across up to 38, and probably more so like 46 millimeters. We've needed a few sockets at that size for axle nuts on the older tractors. But until then, that's the layout. This is what it is. This is how I use it. Go check out Alien Space Savers if you haven't. Like and subscribe below. Peace, guys.